What is happening, y'all? Welcome on back. So, this episode, we're going to be making our way up north, and right here is going to be a pop-through that'll take us all the way up to the northern portion of the map. So just go ahead and head on out to where we just marked. We're going to be getting another skibbity-doo fragment up ahead. Ooh, calm down, little guy. No reason to get angry. You don't really need to worry about summoning. There's like a Miranda flower. We're just gonna run through and grab this stuff. Shadow Realm Rune, Shadow Sunflower. Now one of the coolest spells in Elden Ring, Heal from Afar. So if you are... I'll talk about it in a second. Let me focus on loot and notes for a second. So we're going to go into this mini swamp. We have a forager bro, our final forager bro, pretty much straight to the north. So we're going to run on over and grab him first to get our final cookbook. And then there's some loot over there and another piece of the Great Bird set. Forager bro. There we go. Cookbook 5. Which means we can actually close out Moore's quest if we want. I will, but I'll be explaining both sides of his quest as well. We got the anklets real fast, and then a smithing 3, and then we're out of here. But yeah, so Healed from Afar, you can actually, with a little bit of practice, like free aim that and hit like summons or mimics. So if you're just the type of person that, you know, you really struggle with this game, you know, get a beefy summon, chill in the back line with the shield, and chuck that out to keep your summons alive. Like, that is a legit strategy that can work. So we're going to grab this grace, and then we'll go pay Moore a visit. Alright, hop in all the way back over to Main Gate Cross. So now that we have those cookbooks, regardless of what choice we make, it doesn't matter. We're going to get the final one. We could have gotten the final one after 3, but so there's 2 options we are going to take down.
I don't know how much she did. Must we be?
If you say put it behind you, you're going to have to fight more later. There's going to be a big brawl with a bunch of NPCs. He is going to come in. Kind of annoying to fight, you know, he basically rushes you down with his shield. If you say remain sad forever, he just goes and he dies now, and we get his gear. So from a walkthrough perspective, remain sad forever is depressing, but it's going to make more sense. Hit talk again, he is going to give us the final book, Forager Brood Cookbook 7. He's going to say sad forever. At this point, we will warp on over to what will be fastest, probably Skidoo Altus West. And then we're going to run on over to where we healed up that one Forager Brood dude, and his bell bearing and all of his gear will be waiting there. Another fun thing about his questline, if you kill too many of the Forager Brood people, he'll straight up invade you and beat your ass for killing his friends. It's funny, we're talking about this in the walkthrough prep. People are like, well, you know, he shouldn't, don't make him be sad. And it's like, y'all gotta realize there's just no happy endings in Elden Ring. Like, if you think through every NPC, I don't think a single one has like a real happy ending. They're all like just fucked up in one way or another. And this is one less guy we gotta fight later, so. Moore's bell bearing, great shield, helm, armor, gauntlets, and greaves. This great shield's pretty solid. Anyway, from there, back to the ancient ruins base we go. And with that, we have completely closed out Moore's quest line, so you don't gotta worry about him anymore. We are going to put down a mark. We're gonna make our way straight down there first. For that, we're gonna shift to night and get another larval tier along the way. We're probably getting to the point where you're like, just keep it daytime so I can see. I don't care about the loot. It doesn't need to be night. See, it's weird though. Sometimes, like right now it's night and we can see great. And then other times it's night and you can't see shit. But anyway, just cruise along. There's 2 golems. You can kill them or not. We're gonna let me put on this. Let me really make short work of golems. Oh, you think you're a sniper, do ya? Well, I got news for you, buddy. 2 charged heavies and 1 to the chest. Now his friend is coming, who's very upsetty spaghetti. See, this is why you just can't get me away from heavy weapons. Like, just incredibly trivialized, right? Anyway, let's see. Kill the golems along the way, grab the tier along the way. The tier should be right ahead. After the fragment, pop the spirit stone, and then we'll head west. Okay. So real fast, we're just gonna unlock this. Let's run up here. We're gonna use that in a little bit, but there's a grace up ahead that we want to get, so we don't have to make this run again. And now we have the Rao Ruins, and you have everything except for 1 section of the map. We'll see our grace pretty much directly west from us right now. Alright, after we have that, see it's all unveiled. We're going to hop back to the ancient ruins. We're going to swing through that and clear all of that stuff out. Well, this is kind of like a 2-part zone. There's a whole upper area that we can't access right now, so don't worry about that. We're going to cover everything that you need to do in the lower portion of the zone. So we'll go until noon. I'm going to put on Sacred Relic. I'll take off the shield for the time being. And I'll also take off you and put on Shard of Alexander. And we're going to go straight west first. There's a very nice talisman for shields. God, I love that running attack so much. It's the running heavy. Thing just shreds dudes, right? And right in here, we have the Grill Shield Talisman, which is really nice. As you can see, boosts all non-physical damage negation while guarding. So, all those shields where it's like, you know, you got 100 physical, but everything else is lacking a little bit, takes care of all that. We'll kill that. And then up ahead, they are all fighting, which is why we got our Sacred Relic Sword. Actually, we'll take you out first. So I'm gonna get to you in a second, Skippy. Calm your shit. Get a good angle. This looks about right. one shall fight in my presence. There's usually one that's back here. I think we nuked it with our big spell. So we grab the sacred bloody flesh. Go ahead and put on our lantern so you can see. And then we're going to jump up here. Put the Shadow Realm rune. There's more of them out in this water, but in this section we can just grab the loot real fast. You can kill them if you want, or Sacred Flesh. Sanguine Amaryllis, Smithing Stone 7. And then we're just going to cut this way to lose them real fast and circle around. There's a bunch of, some more Amaryllis. And then the sledge has a bunch of sunflowers that we can snatch up. So next we're going to be going into the forge, which is right here, but there's 3 shinies that we want to snatch up before the forge, so we're going to go ahead and grab those. Since we're already over here, we'll just approach the zone from behind, which should make it probably a little bit easier, since we'll be coming up behind all the Misbegotten. So this first one can be a little bit of a pain in the ass. Something's trying to hit me. Just a... not a problem. See it right there? Nothing that Ancient Lightning Spear can't handle. The only thing to be concerned about with that one is it can, it'll like run away up there. And if you don't like push it in a direction, it will basically disappear while it's still up there. Which, you know, as always, if that happens, just reload. So we killed our first one. Our next one, right down this path, and it's going to be by Big Boy. See if we can't get a lock on it. One. It's not letting us lock on. Scatter shot throw. Very decent Ash of War. You can put it on the dagger, or alternatively, as I was informed of on the prep stream, you can put it on the Claws of Night, which we'll get later, and is a very nice pair of bleed claws, which I'll probably use at some point, considering we are playing a dex build. Anyway, we'll grab the final shiny. And then you can just mount Torrent and scoot on out of here. With the forge, the third and final forge. The last time you'll have to deal with these golems. Alright, so for the forge, I am going to put on our bonk stick. We've already established that the bonk stick works very well against the golems. I should really find something to spend my runes on. Alright. I'm not going to be using that at all. What would I use in here? It doesn't matter. I'll just leave it on. Alright, so head on down. As always, grab any goodies you see, so any smithing stones poking out, anything like that, go ahead and snatch them up. Kill that guy. We drop on down. Grab a smithing stone. Jump up top. Go this way first. Take him out. And we get the Smith Script Axe. Just more like a hatchet than an axe, but yeah, pretty cool. I really wish they didn't nerf them from the 1.0 version of the DLC. They were so impressive. I mean, they're still decent, but man, they were complete game changers in the best way. Let's run around here, grabbing all the goodies, and hop across. Hop across again. Here we have Smith Script Great Hammer, which I'm still a big fan of. Even post-nerfs, it's just an incredible weapon. It has like the same moveset as what we are using right here, but with the benefit of being able to yeet it like a Thor hammer. And it actually has respectable range, unlike a lot of the other weapons. So, very solid. If you want something that's Smith Script, especially if you're a strength build, you cannot go wrong with that thing. It is amazing. Even after the nerf, I still love it. Jump up. Run up the pipe. Do I have anything that's like, let me see. Yeah, that might get the job done here. There's going to be a bunch of dudes we got to kill right over here. So there are 2 of these guys. Personally, I don't really think it's worth fighting 2 of them at the same time. Grab that. Drop down. Kill these dudes just because, you know, free mats. Grab any other mats you see. And then take care, because there's 2 of these baddies. Thankfully, they decided to go over that way. Run over here, grab the stuff, and then grab that ancient dragon and hop across. And we'll jump across here. Don't worry about going that way. We need to go that way when we exit, so you can just ignore it for the time being. Look at him. This. Look at he's petting it like it's a puppy. They're just lonely. But they choose to attack me, so... So we'll take him out. There's a slime that's trying to get you right here, so you can bait it down. And you get yourself this script shield, which is literally a Captain America shield, except like it goes vertical. Anyway, after that, the slime should come. Take him out. And we'll take out this one. Now, these ones that have the fists, notice how he has unique fists on? You can actually get those as a drop. They're like A-scaling fists, and they have the same rocket punch that these guys have. I have not had a chance to use them yet. I've heard from some other people that they're kind of lackluster, but you know, just a interesting weapon to point out if we want to farm it. After we grab all the goodies, hop on down. And then we'll go on over here to say hello to some more little lava slimes. Give them the stomp. And then we're gonna run and climb up this ladder. Alright. Now we got to take this guy out fast. Then take down our friend here. Those other slimes are going to be shooting at us. But you should be fine. Sometimes you can kill them before coming over here, but I've had mixed results. Sometimes I can kill those slimes and these dudes won't notice me. Other times I'll try to kill those slimes first, and then that dude starts rocket punching me, so I usually opt to kill the golem first, just because the rocket punches are way more deadly than the little spears those dudes are shooting out. Smithing stone 6. This fall can actually hurt, so make sure you're jumping for this ledge, otherwise you're going to take a nice little chunk of your health off when you fall down there. Looks like we are good. So at this point we are home free. Up in here, just looking around for goodies. Go, smithing 6. Let's go ahead and hit this. And as you can guess, we're just going to climb up that pipe as it shifts. So, come here, up, down. Now we're going to take this path that we had ignored before. So let's run this way. Down we go, and into the lower section. Smithing stones and the somber 8. Right here, just drop, and then hop across. Oh, man. Felt my fucking balls climb into my stomach on that roll. That would have been terrible. It's a pain in the ass. If you die here, oh man, you have to like make it all the way back to flip it. Once you get over here though, you're good. Like that, and we are set. We are done with the forges. Fortunately, the final forge reward isn't as amazing as you may hope. It's going to be an Ashen Summon for Taylew the Goldsmith. Which, you know, I really was hoping it would have been stronger. And the testing I've done, unfortunately, it did not stack up at all. I thought it was incredibly slow. But from here, hop over to Templetown Ruins. And we're going to get you a summon that's actually good. So, go ahead and mount Torrent, and we're just going to head straight north. Jump up here, and then follow this around. And right there we got a Spirit Spring. So go ahead and hit that. Go ahead and open the chest for some beast horns. And then we're going to climb up top here. Get, I believe it's a smithing 8. Smithing 7. Pop this gap. And we'll run on over this way and jump. And tucked away in this little area, we have the Divine Bird Warrior Ornis. Now this is very similar to the dude we fought when we got teleported over here. So Horned Warrior, on top of that he has that that blasty type attack where it's like he's shooting all the feathers. In terms of damage potential, just to talk a little bit about him, I'm gonna actually level him up and show him off. But in terms of what you should expect, so I was doing a test on the main save of a bunch of the summons. Ornis and one that we get in the very final zone were the two strongest. In terms of potential, those came the closest to stacking up against Mimic. Mimic still won by a large margin, but the Divine Bird Warrior as well as the Horned Warrior both performed quite admirably. Following those was a double summon, which I'll talk about getting a little bit later. And then following the double summon, I believe, was Chunky Boy. What's his name? Dung Eater. But yeah, I tried a bunch. I tried just to talk briefly about them. We can go to our Ashen Summons, sort by acquisition type. Taylew, I mean, what's weird is he has the ability to do Rocket Fists, but sometimes the AI is goofy and he won't do the Rocket Fists. And even though these things are insanely strong, they actually get staggered fairly easily. First Blade Mira is incredibly aggressive, quite fast. I think it can get bleed. I haven't seen it happen personally, but if it does, that's solid. Mesmer Soldier Ashes perform better than you would think they would. The Gravebird has some good damage potential if it focuses on spamming its spells, otherwise lackluster. Bloodfiend Hexer, decent for some blood buildup. Black Knight Commander Andreas. Unfortunately, this guy is just disappointment, to be honest. the more I tried to love him, the more I just couldn't get over his lack of poise, his inability to attack properly, and then demi-human swordsman Yosh can pump some damage, but he is one of the squishiest things known to man. So, what are we at? 25 minutes. I think we could probably, I mean, Templetown Ruins it doesn't take long at all. Let's, God, I got so many goodies. Let's mess around with my lady. Let me see. Birdman back to Grace. Templetown Ruins, head north for the Spirit Spring. We got that. You know what? We'll save this, but instead we're going to go over here and we're going to get y'all the other Beast Claws real fast before I forget about that. So we'll tackle Templetown in the next part. So just run this way and we're going to take that Spirit Spring up. Now this location is actually where you're going to have to come later to solve one of the painting puzzles. We can't do it for the time being, but I'm going to point that location out in case y'all are ahead of me and want to know where it's at. So we have this right here, Sacred Tower painting. Obviously, the tower is very covered in shadow at the moment, but basically now that we're up here, it's like right down here. So you just run straight, and then there's a little spot right between two rocks where you'll just look up and you'll have the exact view that you're looking for. But like I said, that's very, very late. One of the last things that happens in this DLC is the tower becoming sacred, so you got a while. But in here is going to be a beast dude, so, you know, put on whatever you need and go in there and mess them up. Don't need you, I do like you. Alright. I have it on, I do. Ooh. I can actually do a surprising amount of damage, so I'll just take care around it. And did not think you were going to get spanked by me just spamming wing stance. Anyway, with taking him down, we get access to the Red Bear's Claw, as well as the Iron Rivet set. Red Bear's Claw is actually pretty good. It's more strength-oriented than the other Bear Claw, but Red Bear Hunt is just a multi-swing attack. You go one claw, you do two claw, and then you do both claws, and it's like a boom, 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 boom. So very, very satisfying on the hits for those. Just way that those deal damage, it's pretty terrifying, to be honest. They work very well. So obviously you can use whatever claw you want, but if you are more of a strength build, those may lend themselves to you a little bit better than the other bear claws. So anyway, we are going to wrap things up here at Templetown Ruins. In terms of the next episode, we'll clear Templetown Ruins. Well, we might be able to clear a whole way. So we got Templetown, we have some goodies here, we got some bears we got to fight, and then we're going down into a catacomb, which I think I can knock all of that out in one episode. So yeah, well, but either way, let's wrap things up. We have made our way over to the northern side of the map, so this is a good point to close on out, and I will catch y'all soon with the Templetown.